Welcome to Scrapbook Your Way, the show that explores the breadth of ways to be a memory keeper today. I'm your host, Jennifer Wilson, owner of Simple Scrapper and author of The New Rules of Scrapbooking. This is episode 180. In this episode, you'll have an opportunity to start fresh with your scrapbooking and craft a new plan for the next 3 months. We'll be using our free Focus Finder tool to discover your true priorities and start moving forward with ease. Before we jump into the activity, I wanted to let you know that finishing day is coming up on Saturday, August 13th, 2022. This is a full-day Zoom crop in support of completing one or more of your scrapbooking projects. A planning workbook is already available, and on the evening of Wednesday, August 10th, I'm also hosting a live prep event to help you get ready to use the day productively. Finishing Day is an exclusive benefit for Simple Scrapper members. You can join for $24.99 and then continue at our monthly rate or switch to a discounted annual plan. Visit simplescrapper.com/membership to learn more about our community and to join us for Finishing Day. All right, let's get into it. First off, you're going to need to download the Focus Finder workbook if you haven't already. It was updated earlier this year, so you're going to want to grab it again even if you have an older version. The link is included in the show notes for this episode, but you can also visit simplescrapper.com/focus in your browser. The workbook is a fillable PDF as well as a printable. If you're using it electronically on your computer, make sure you've opened the file outside of a web browser if you want to save your input. If you're printing it, you might even choose to print the pages double-sided to save on some paper. You can pause the show here if you need to get ready. The Focus Finder will help you select up to 3 ideas to focus on over the next 3 months. We begin on page 2. Here, I'm asking you to step back and think beyond scrapbooking. How do you feel? What's going on for you right now? By considering what you are craving more of and desiring less of in your life, you create points of reference. We'll help you use these to make decisions later in the workbook. Pause here until you're ready to continue. Page 3 is where you can capture any idea swirling around in your head or on Post-it notes on your desk. Your goal here is not to be realistic, but to note all the projects, plans, or inklings that keep pulling you in one direction or another. It's here we also invite you to think beyond just making scrapbook pages or completing albums. All the parts of memory keeping, including your participation with others, online or off, take time. We're going to help you make time for these as well. Pause here until you're ready to continue. Page 4 is the most important. You will want to read the instructions closely. On the left, you're given a step-by-step checklist to start narrowing down your ideas. Then on the right, you will use 2 parameters to rank the ideas that remain. These 2 parameters are important and excited. The scale is 1 to 4, with 4 being the most important or the most excited. When these both rank highly, you're more likely to finish with ease. True priorities are finishable priorities. This page will help you find them. Pause here until you're ready to continue. Page 5 is your clean slate. Page 4 may have been messy. Maybe you felt uncertain or changed your mind. Maybe you thought of one more idea. On page 5, you can write your final list of ideas and tally your results by multiplying I times E. Importance times excitement. The higher the result, the more likely you should choose the idea. The lower the result, the more likely you should let it go, put it aside, or adjust your approach so the ranking changes. This is not a perfect science, but it is new information you can use. Many scrapbookers are surprised by the results, finding that something different than you expected bubbles up as a true priority. Others find the results underscore and finally quantify a gut feeling. Next, you'll have to make some choices. Pause here until you're ready to continue. On page 6, you're invited to choose up to 3 priorities to move forward on. You know yourself best. Choose 1 if you struggle to focus. Choose 2 if you get bored easily. Choose 3 if you just want to look at a shorter list of ideas. And remember, this is an activity you can complete again and again. Make a decision, start implementing, and revisit the focus finder when you find your focus drifting. If you have questions, leave a comment on the show notes for this episode. You can find those at simplescrapper.com/SYW180. And until next time, please remember that you have permission to scrapbook your way.